Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is not. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 56. Here we go. Kill.
On first down, Griffin into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
On 2nd down, Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Follow.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. That'll be complete to Cook. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. Blue lady. 25. Wait. Tommy. Short. 45. Mike, 45.
On play action, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Damiere Byrd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corner blitz and a sack by Patrick Robinson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. Hit them with a screen soon.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. New Orleans adding some depth to the secondary. They've got 6 DBs out there now for 3rd. From the shotgun, Griffin. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Set, ready. Come to Andrew. Right there, 56. 56.
Out of the gun, Griffin. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is RG3. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On the delay, Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Here's Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Griffin. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damiere Byrd with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Griffin, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Kamara trying the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
45.
They go play action. Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They go play action here on 1st down. Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. Thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is Harris. A great return there of 22 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a